Everyday Superpower, we talk body language, relationships, human dynamics, and everything in between. Yeah, if you didn't catch the last video, I might be stuttering and buttering for a second. I come in after a good night. I've been dating and relating, charming and disarming, on that pimping shit. Get back! So I've had a couple of drinks, but I'm going to put you on some game, right? This comes from True Stories, yes. I get these concepts through my interactions and communications with people, primarily women, throughout the days and the weeks and the months and the years. Go talk about your dating profile, yeah? Have you got a dating profile? Are you on? I don't know where you are in the world because there's probably so many going on. Let's start the primaries over here in the United Kingdom. Are you on Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, and blah, blah, blah? I've not been on a dating profile in a minute, but I have experienced some. And I see the world through a woman's eyes when she exposes me the reality of how men express themselves on these profiles. That's why I got some good game for you. This is some really good game. Are you telling the truth? Are you telling the truth? Be honest, have you got a dating profile? Have you got... I'm going to title this video something along the lines of... I don't know. What should we call it? Oh, I don't even know. I'll give it some clickbait title, probably. How to get women instantly on dating profiles, yeah? That's what I'm going to call it. Something along the lines of that, some variation of that. You can get all the women you want if you bullshit your way there, and then they realise you're full of shit, you idiot. First and foremost, let's talk about your height. Are you identifying yourself as your real height on your dating profile? Are you? Yeah, I'm asking you a question. Real talk. If you're identifying yourself as your real height, because you know your height, you idiot. You know it. You know it. I'm speaking to you man to man. This is real talk right now. Normally, I just sort of go on a rant and a rave, but I'm talking to the men real talk here. I know a few men in my life. Why not? And I know they bullshit. I'm talking to you like my friend right now. You choose which one of my friends. I know a lot of them play like this. I know the reality. Have you got your real height on your profile? Or have you advanced it 2 inches? Not 1 inch. 2 inches. Or if you're 5'11", maybe you bumped it to 6 foot. Do you know where I'm coming from? Every man on social media is above 6 foot. Or if you're 5'8", you're 5'10". Stop lying. Bitch. Stop lying. Stop lying. The man comes forth with honesty. So that's the bare minimal. I'm talking about one particular element of content within this social media profile. We can go through the whole page. But you need to stop lying. And it's fuck all to do with the women. It's nothing to do with the women. Why are you exposing your insecurities to the world? I can go on these days. I can make a dating profile. I can change my sexual preference from female to male, yeah? And I can find you. And as a man who is of a particular height, I'm 5'10". This is why this is real talk. You know what I mean? I'm 5'10". Yes, with trainers on, I'm this height. Or if I stand on my tippy toes, I'm this height. I know you're all lying. This is why this is perfect, because you're hearing from a guy, right, who is not of optimal red pill height. A man who is a 5'10", yeah? Everybody who is my height says they're 6 foot. That's why I'm giving real game on this, because I see it in my day-to-day life. And you lot are the reason why me putting my genuine, realistic height on dating profiles is a double-edged sword. Hear me out. First and foremost, I supposedly put myself of a sexual market value below you who are of the same height but have lied, right? But then let me give you some game. I'm speaking to plenty of women about this. These women tell me they know. They know you're lying. A man isn't going to lie about being 5'10", but a man is going to lie about being 6 foot. And they have walked upon planet Earth for the very least of 18 years to legally sign up to these profiles. Do you not think their pattern recognition, their inbuilt biological profile to acknowledge whether a man is worthy of protecting them or not, physically speaking, isn't going to be able to assess the physical dimensions and proportions of that which exists in the photos before them and align that with the numbers they've been told? Consciously, they might not acknowledge, but subconsciously they do. All they know is that the conscious mind tells them that something is off about this person, so I might just have to swipe them left. Come on, I'm giving you some real game right now. Acknowledge this. I'm only talking about the first thing. So you've lied first and foremost. Now let's move on. What have you put as your workplace? Have you told the truth or have you lied? Have you tried to fluff it up or have you lied? Have you been direct or have you lied? This is nothing to do with the women. This is nothing to do with the women. This is nothing to do with attraction. This is to do with you as a man, because I'm here for you as a man. I want to build up men such as I want to build up myself. The aim of the game is to have a dating profile which is attractive to women without having to tell any lies, without having to fluff anything up. If you're lying to them, you're lying to yourself because you're insecure. Look at your dating profile. Look at what you've made up and made up. If you have created a false reality of who you truly are, if you have fabricated your identity, that is a showcase of where there is a weak link in the chain regarding your identity. I'm giving some real game. That is a direct mirror to your subconscious mind. Consciously, you think it's made sense because it will appeal to women. Nah. There are the sides of yourself you hate. Yes. I'll give some side game on here as well. Like, I know I've got one particular topic I want to discuss, but I'll give you some other game whilst we're here. If you've come here because you want some dating, application, knowledge and so forth, I've spoken to plenty of women, beautiful women, and that, honestly, I swear to God, women who don't need to use dating apps, whose perspective on dating apps are through the eyes of their friends because they find interest in scrolling through with their friends when they're trying to find someone, right? And they've told me, first and foremost, selfies, photo in the mirror, so forth. Nah, men can't pull that off because they end up... You're pouting and you're doing all this bullshit because your perception of yourself is not the perception of the woman. So you're projecting your insecurity in this unnatural manner. And for lack of better terms or for lack of literal term that these women have said, you look gay, right? When you're doing all this pouting shit, when you're doing all of this, trying to manufacture your image in this selfie, in this false reality that only is perceived by your own brain, not by the reality of that is, within and without, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I'm not going to try to jargon it up, right? This is beyond depth. This is quite strictly aesthetically speaking. So, moving onwards, you can, on Hinge, I don't know whether you get that where you are or not, but Hinge is it was my preferred dating application. I liked it. I liked Hinge. And I liked Hinge because it was beyond the physical. You could leave like a cue, like actual engaging, some degree, intellectual is a flipping stretch, but you can engage in some sort of communication through like actual conversation and hints of conversation through reacting to these things. but you had like cues and questions you could ask or blah 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 blah. This is where a lot of men go wrong. I wish it wasn't this way, my fellow man. I wish it wasn't this way. Your idea of romance is different to the woman's idea of romance. Okay? You've been sold nonsense by Hollywood. And Hollywood is the wood that they use to make magic wands. Did you know that? Hollywood has got a magical spell over you. They promote a subversion of what your genuine biological reality is. Real talk. You think that this woman is fascinated by this idea of Casanova, but she sees through your bullshit when you say, I just want a romantic walk, and she sees through it. She sees through it. She wants a man. She doesn't want a feminine entity attempting to project what she wants before her. She knows what she wants. She does want that. She does want a romantic relationship. She wants somebody to fulfill her desires and so forth. But she doesn't want to hear a man try to make up that he wants the same thing, because she knows he doesn't. Let's get back to topic. Is your profile honest? And what isn't honest is something you personally need to sort out, not for the sake of attracting women. That will be a byproduct of it, because you will create a masculine entity that women want, given that you are completely honest on that profile, like it or not. When you are at a point where everything you put down there, you're confident and comfortable with doing, and you're not manufacturing it for the sake of trying to appeal to the lesser sex, which is what they call it. If this is your first video watching me, let me give you a disclaimer. I believe we are equal, but we serve different purposes, both sides of the coin. They are the lesser sex because you take the leadership position, they take the following position, they take the submissive position, you take the dominant position. Don't try to appeal to them, because they want a man who appeals to himself first and foremost and treats her as a secondary, because she needs to enter your world. You don't need to enter hers. Yes. If you've got a dating profile, look at your dating profile, look at the photos you upload, look at your details you provide, and think to yourself, am I lying or am I telling the truth? And if you're lying, have a look at yourself. This channel, this video, me, you, everything is about developing you as a person and creating confidence and comfortability within your entire self. You don't need to please no one, man. You don't need to please no one. You will please somebody by default, by excelling and creating what you want as an individual. Independence being a principle of the masculine. She will follow you. Continue onwards, my man. Don't try to please to her. I'm signing out. Peace. Click like and subscribe. You know what to do.